know it's true. The moment of power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Today's the day, you know it's true. The moment of power belongs to you. You chose a path, a higher lane where satisfaction breaks the chain. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands, a life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page.
Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone's feeling okay. Okay, guys, let's focus, okay? Let's focus. We gotta focus today. Focus, we have chill music. We have prepared charts. Or at least this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to prepare charts. So today is Tuesday. is the weekly Q2. Anyone else likes to do this with your Pepsi? With your Pepsi, with your Coke? Because I love to do this. It just removes a lot of the acidity. Okay, people, we gotta focus today because there is money to be made. And there's money to be made, and there is no time to slack around, you know. So, as usual, what I'm going to do, just like I told you guys yesterday, I'm going to start by marking important price levels. And the most important price levels that I always start with is marking yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So we can see that we took out yesterday's high here on gold. Yesterday's low is yet to be taken out. And we're currently in the premium half of this Thursday high to Friday low range. It created this nice range in here. I would like to know if there is any 1 hour bullish FVG that was overlapping the 50% level of that. Like for now, you can pretty much see that there is not a lot of like there's literally not a lot going on right now. So whether I like it or not, whether you guys like it or not, we will have to wait for price to break out of this consolidation, and then gotta wait more to see what side the market's gonna pick. So this is gold. I'm just gonna do the same with silver, mark important price levels, and then and then I'm gonna do the same with platinum. Okay, silver also sort of like took out yesterday's high. And this right now became like yesterday's Asia high on silver became the low of the day, or stayed as the low of the day. And this is previous week low. All right, that's it with silver. And now platinum. Platinum, like the price action on platinum on the daily chart is absolutely, I don't know, I don't have anything to say about it. Literally anything. Okay, so I can see platinum did not take out yesterday's high, but it did take out yesterday's low. Okay. Guys, I have a question. Do you hear music? Do you guys hear music on the background, or do you only hear me speaking? Oh, so you don't. And now you should hear music. I don't know why, because there is just one single song singing in a loop on my OBS. And for some reason, sometimes it just doesn't do the looping thing. I don't know why. Yeah, so, you know, price action right now, it's just... there's a trader who says account blown in price action. That's literally how gold looks like right now. So for now, I'm simply just not going to do anything. I really have to wait. First, I have to wait until time will align. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart here. I do love the low, that like the relatively equal lows that are forming or that exist here at the low of the previous week. I also love the fact that we took out yesterday high and we just wonderfully rejected. Also created this sort of like bearish breaker. I'm more inclined with shorts at this point, but I do want to see a clean and clear setup. And that always has to start with the proper time alignment. So we're within the third week of the month, within the second day of the week. We had 3 Q2s aligning in here between 1:30 and 3 a.m. New York. So basically the, like, I would say pre-London volume, because usually volume during the London session tends to be more thick after 2:30, maybe 3 a.m. New York time. So just about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half before that time, we had 3 Q2s aligning over here beautifully. I was actually hoping to see price show more relevant stuff going on, but it just did not. So yeah. Right now the 6-hour profile looks like X, A, M, and D on the PM session. And the reason I'm saying it looks like this is because I can clearly see that there was some form of reversal between between Q4 and Q1 on the 6-hour quarter. So that was yesterday's New York PM session Q4, and this is Asia session, today's Q1. So I'm more inclined to believe today's profile is XAMD, which means that we will need to wait until price will either take out the high of the London session or the low of the London session. And I will consider that to be a manipulation. We also might see price on gold reach up higher into the true week open inside this inversion fair value gap and this bearish fair value gap, basically that BPR. I'm actually, you know what, I'm just going to draw that. Just going to highlight that in here. And you know what? I never struggle, or like I never bother to mark like the specific balance price range. I just mark the inversion fair value gap and the bearish fair value gap that was responsible for inverting it, and it's this one. Also, let's not forget that we are currently respecting the midpoint, the consequent encroachment of the daily bearish fair value gap that we're currently in. If you guys did not notice that, let me show it to you. It's over here. We've been tapping into that previously. And right now it seemed as if it was rejecting, inversing it, but not really sure. So still don't really have a lot of things to work with, especially not on the lower time frames. So that's why I will have to wait. I'll have to wait for relevant stuff to occur because otherwise I'm just going to be like a blind person in the darkness, and I definitely don't want that. Someone asking, what do you think about tomorrow when 7 Q3 cycles will align? You know what? Every Wednesday from the month of July, August, and September, we're going to have 6 Q3s aligning. Now you go in your charts and see what has happened during every Wednesday of previous month, during every Wednesday of this month, because July, August, and September, those months are part of the yearly Q3. So that means that every Wednesday on a New York AM session, starting from 9:30 a.m. till, not 9:30, from 9 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. New York time, we should have had a relevant price action going on, clear price action, clear structure forming, clear setups. I don't know what to think about that. I'm just eagerly waiting to see what the market has to offer. That's it. Alex, I asked you about the time according to UTC -4, Asia open and close, and also for London, New York. I don't think I get what you mean. But hey, you can just apply this indicator here. It's called, no wait, this one at the bottom, it's called a day at quarterly theory. Let me show you. Day, this one, a day quarterly theory by 2 degrees. Just apply that indicator with its default settings. Make sure that you have selected UTC -4 in your trading view, and just that indicator will just show you all the hours, opening prices, and everything you need. So it's just going to split the time properly for you. And the quarters, it's just going to do it for you. So just don't bother with anything else. Okay, would love to see price take out London low, maybe even yesterday's AM session low, maybe even yesterday's low. I don't know. But we'll see. We will have to wait, guys. There was also a very nice bearish sequential S&T divergence between 6-hour Q4 and 6-hour Q1, where we had very clear higher high on gold, very clear equal highs on silver, and very clear lower high on platinum. So that's why I'm thinking I'm more inclined to believe that we're likely going to see price drop further. but most likely, like, I'm more expecting like the drop to be the manipulation. That's what I would like to see. Manipulation low and then distribution to the upside. Up to here. That's what I would like to see. Anyway, for now, it's just nothing relevant, really. Also, there's no point in engaging any setups because the most important thing, which is time, is not aligned right now. Okay. I mean, yeah, we could be starting. Yeah, we just started to align. Monthly Q3, daily Q3, and 90-minute Q3. But that's about it. I don't see anything relevant for now, so I'll have to wait. Because, you know, I just figured that waiting, it's one of the hardest things to do, you guys. How did you hear or learn about quarter sequence? I heard about it and I learned through chart time. What indicator is the one with the vertical lines in Q1, Q2, etc.? That indicator is a day at Joshu, this one. DAYE at JOSHUU. And that will only show you the true opens. So that indicator shows you the true opens. And I also use that to show me the 90-minute quarters because I do like to have the 90-minute quarters split on my chart in a more visible way. It's just me. I don't know. Because I like to trade M3 and M5. And the best quarters to trade these time frames, the best quarter to trade these time frames is the 90-minute. So you guys, literally there is nothing that I can tell you at this point except the fact that I am obligated to wait until London high or London low is going to be taken out. And that's it. Just gonna put it like this. London high here with silver. London low. I know that the music stopped. I'm just curious to see whether it's going to start again by its own, because it should. I hope it will. London high and London low for platinum. So you guys can't hear any music, right? I had seen many ICT traders, they align dollar index, solve and gold, but you align platinum except dollar index. Yes, I do not like to align a dollar index, DXY, with gold because those have an inverse correlation. And I hate inverse correlations. They just make your life so much worse, so much more complicated than it has to be. For example, if gold is making higher highs, the dollar index should be making lower lows. And you're going to have a crack in correlation only if gold would make a higher high, but silver would make a higher low. Oh, sorry, not silver, but the dollar index would make a higher low. So you're basically looking at the highs on the gold and the lows on the dollar index. And I hate that. So if I have the option to utilize a directly correlated pair, I don't see why I would not choose to do that. I don't know, I just feel like it's more relevant. One hour chart, 1 hour, nothing pretty much relevant in here at this point. So that's the reason why I don't use the dollar index. So you guys, you can get a 20% discount on your first purchase using code RBV if you are interested in getting yourself a challenge account with funding pips. It's also the account that I'm currently trading. I'm trading a two-step evaluation pro account. It's the model that gives you the smallest. It's the challenge model that gives you the smallest profit target. I would always go for something that gives me the smallest profit target and then never go with a challenge model that will give me the biggest max daily loss or max limit loss, because that's it. That's like a trap, honestly. I feel like a lot of prop firms have that type of challenge model where they will give you a very big daily max loss or max loss limit, because this is a trap for those people, for those traders that are not that disciplined, and you're just going to stretch your losing to as much as you can. Like if the prop firm allows you like a, I don't know, 4 or 5% max daily loss, and you're going to take one loss for the day, you're not going to stop there. You're going to say, well, I can recover. And then you're going to extend that more and more and more. And I think it's really bad. And you won't actually stop until you reach that amount. And I think it's really bad. So if you ever have the option to choose what challenge model to pick with a prop firm, I would definitely say go for the one that gives you the option to have the smallest profit target, because the goal is to not stay stuck in an evaluation model for too long. And the only thing that could make you stay stuck in an evaluation model for too long is having a profit target that's just ridiculously big. So just go for a small profit target, small max daily loss, because that's how you learn to be disciplined. I also want to highlight yesterday's PM low. And I think it was AM low, yesterday's AM low. You see how right now we have a nice bullish SMT divergence between yesterday's AM low, New York AM session low, and London low. And then silver just started consolidating after that. Now there is this bearish FVG here on the 15-minute chart that gold created prior to starting this ugly, did I say gold? It's silver created prior to starting this ugly consolidation here. So I'm thinking if the consequent encroachment of this wick ought to be respected over here, I would like to see it, and it sort of like seems to be, I would like to see price invalidate and inverse this bearish fair value gap on silver, because right now it's just not doing that. So I'm just going to leave this as a wish of seeing it invalidated, inversed. Okay, so platinum breached the low of London, and it doesn't seem to do anything from there. Gold is really holding the consequent encroachment of this daily fair value gap. I mean, it's a bearish fair value gap, but it just breached above it, and right now it's holding price action above it. But I would still like to see the London low taken out before potentially starting to move higher to that 15-minute true week open. Also, like, just look at how price action is really hard to read at this point. To me, it's extremely difficult to read price action right now. So that's why I think it's extremely important not to do anything. I am 18 and trading for 6+ years. What? You are 18 and you've been trading for 6 years. Should I continue it or do something more? I should start. There is also no one to give me an advice. So can you give me an advice? The best advice that I can give you is do not follow anyone else's advice in regards to whether you should continue to do this or not. Continue to do whatever you love doing. And when I say whatever you love doing, I mean literally you need to love trading. You need to love charts. The action of waiting, the inaction of waiting, actually. Because you know what most people confuse and what most people believe that they love, like they think they love trading, but what they actually love is the potential monetary gains that trading has. So they love a result. They love the potential result of successfully trading, of consistently making profits, but they do not love the price that they have to pay in order to reach that result. Everything in life requires for you, every good thing that you want to obtain in your life requires a price that you have to pay. It cannot be any other way. So if you do not agree to pay the price of waiting, to pay the price of losses, to pay the price of investing money, probably to learn from someone who is walking the walk, who, if you're not willing to pay the price of investing your time and frustration and going through all of this in order for you to reach the benefit, the result of making profits consistently, you will never make profit consistently. So I think it's very important that you I think it's very important to acknowledge the payoffs, the trade-offs required in order to have an easy life trading, in order to easily be able to navigate through those moments when, through those periods of time when you will have losses, in order to be able to easily navigate the moments when you're going to feel frustrated. I think it's very important. But you really need to be aware of the trade-offs. Otherwise, It is what it is. I wonder how my screen would look like this. Split like this. Not bad. Right? It's actually not bad. You know, I see a problem. I see a problem with the following thing. If the 6-hour quarter profile is X, A, M, D, D being distribution on the New York PM session, if X was a reversal in here, I wouldn't really like the fact that we need to take out London low first, and that would be the manipulation. Because you know what? If we had a reversal to the downside in here, and right now the market's bearish, I would like the manipulation to occur to the upside and not to the downside. Something to ponder on. Nothing really going on, guys. Absolutely nothing going on. Nothing. It's just an ugly chop. Are you trading quarterly theory? You can't trade quarterly theory because quarterly theory is not something that you trade. It's something that you include in your trading model. It's not a confirmation. It's an addition to a trading model made of multiple ingredients. I am using quarterly theory, but I'm not trading using quarterly theory. What do you use for entry confirmation? What I use for entry confirmation is fair value gaps. So I want to see liquidity sweeps under at least 2 true opens for longs, above at least 2 true opens for shorts. And then if I'm buying, I want to see bullish fair value gap or bearish fair value gap being inversed or bullish balance price range. I want to see sequential SMT between gold and silver or platinum. And I want to have at least 3 quarters aligned. Why are you viewing the chart on 3 minutes? Quarter theory does not have any cycle that is viewed on 3-minute time frame. I know. Nothing obligates me to, how should I say? Nothing obligates me to follow the things precisely as they were created. You know, just think of something that was used with a specific purpose and then people started using it with a different purpose. Pepsi, for example. Okay, Pepsi or Coca-Cola, I'm not really sure which one appeared first. I don't even care. I don't bother keeping that in my head. But let's say Pepsi is the first beverage to have ever been created And it was initially created as a headache medicine, and then people started using it for just for the taste and for the fact that it's refreshing. So we have something that was created with a specific purpose, but then people started using it in a different way because it just felt the right way. So nothing obligates me to not use the 3-minute chart just because quarter sequence or quarter theory does not have any sequence or quarter that you can actually trade on the 3 minute chart. I like to use the 3 minutes as a more important confirmation to trade micro quarters, more important than having a confirmation on the 1 minute. And I like to also use the 3-minute chart as a looser confirmation to take setups on the 90-minute quarters. So looser confirmation than the 5-minute chart. So yeah, there you go. So we took out London low, and we also took out yesterday's AM low. Okay. Now we just got to see what the market will do about this. There is something wrong here with silver. Because there is something marked here as yesterday high, but it's actually yesterday low. Okay. Okay. Nice manipulation that occurred during the micro Q2. So we could definitely say that the micro quarter at this point that started at 9 and will end at 9:20, 10:30. Yeah, the micro quarter is definitely AMDX. AMDX. So yeah, I like to use the 3-minute like that. Well, price has to come back for me because I'm just not going to buy just because it's doing what it's doing right now. And I would like a confirmation on the 3-minute, not the 5. Do you look at nanocycle? No, I don't. What prop do you like, CFD or futures? Both. I'm actually trading Apex trader funding for futures and funding pips for CFDs. You have to come down for me. You cannot go up like this. Pretty please. And I also want to see an SSMT because I've yet to see a sequential SMT. I don't have any. There is no sequential SMT, you guys. Except for the fact that platinum took out yesterday low and gold did not. But I would like to see a confirmation on that on the 15-minute chart, which is not something that I'm really a fan of, trading 15-minute charts, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's probably gonna go up without me. And I'm not willing to trade, first of all, because I don't have an SMT. I mean, okay, I could perhaps pretend, say I have a hidden SMT at candle bodies. Okay, let's say that this is fixed, but I don't have a bullish fair value gap, not even on the 3 minutes chart, to trade the 90-minute cycle. So I will have to wait, because I'm not trading the 1 minute, because I cannot trade the 1 minute since I don't have a micro Q3 aligned as well. So you see this bullish FEG here, 931. It's first presented FEG. I cannot use that as a means to go long in here because I don't have the micro Q3 aligned. So I would be able to do that if I'd have the micro Q3 aligned, but I don't. The smallest quarter that I have aligned right now, it's the 90 minute. So I have to wait for confirmation on at least the 3-minute chart. Otherwise, I'm just breaking my rules. So probably gonna have to wait until gold reaches London high, maybe into that 15-minute unicorn. Unicorn is what I call when I have a BPR. Like, it's not ICT's unicorn, or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't care. Why did you stop trading NASDAQ? It's a shit pair to trade. Well, then why do you ask me? No, it's actually not a shit pair to trade. I don't know. I'm a gold trader. I don't know. I feel like you need to watch indexes much more than I've watched indexes so far in order to be able to trade successfully those markets. And I just feel like I was not doing something favorable to me doing that, like trading without actually having watched at least the whole year of price action. Okay, so we're going for the high of the London session after taking the low of the London session. Duh, big deal. I mean, not such a big surprise after all. I just wish it could come back for me and not actually leaving like this. But it just looks so good at this point. And you see, we did have a nice rejection from 931, first presented fair value gap, after we had a sweep of liquidity under true day, true New York, true weekly open. But there is not a third quarter aligned here on the micro quarters. So I just couldn't consider that valid. So if the smallest quarter aligned, it's the 90-minute. I have to wait a confirmation on the 3-minute or the 5-minute. Now, I do have my confirmation at this point, but taking a long here without tapping this bullish FEG would just be too big of a stop loss for me. And I'm not willing to have almost 300 points stop loss. It's just ridiculous. Because I would have to trade just a tenth of a contract. And it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. Because I don't want to risk more than $300, $400 on one trade. So my only hope would be for gold to sweep London high, reach into the 15-minute unicorn, and then do that by creating a sequential SMT. So I would not want silver to take out London high or platinum. And then we would have a nice setup forming, and also the 9:45 to 10:08 window of time, which is micro Q3, would be aligned. So I'm probably going to wait for that. Well, I was actually shocked to hear you're 18 and you've been trading for like 6+ years, because like my boyfriend has a 9-year-old son, and I'm thinking like he's a kid. 9-year-olds are not that different from 11 or 12-year-olds. Okay. So to me, to hear that a kid starts to look at charts, starts trading, and then he reaches 18 and he says, I destroyed my childhood. You know, actually, I think that this, you need to reframe this in your head. You need to change this inner mantra that you created for yourself. Oh, I destroyed my childhood years watching charts. If you consider that you destroyed your childhood years because of charts, then you believe charts to be like chart watch trading in general. You might have created a belief in your subconscious mind that charts are bad, that trading is bad, and that no matter how much you're going to struggle to make it work, it's never going to work, because the subconscious mind, you guys, the subconscious mind has the purpose to keep us safe from things that do us harm. So if you've put in your head the belief that charts are bad, trading is bad, and it destroyed you, then your subconscious mind will do absolutely everything to make you take the worst trading decisions ever in order for you to eventually give up on trading. So you might as well just start by rephrasing all of that in your mind. Okay, I want to see this range, what will happen with it. This range that we just created here. If I'm going to see price close under the 25, we're probably going to reach lower to the 75% level. But I don't think that that will happen. We'll see. One more minute until the micro Q3 will align as well. And we took out London high on gold. I would really love for a continuation, you guys, really. But I would like to see it pull back to this 5-minute BC. Bottom line is that I'm not going to trade if there isn't something clear that I can actually look at. This SMT is not yet confirmed, okay? Because it's a 6-hour sequential SMT, we would need a confirmation through a 15-minute bearish FEG, which we did not have that yet. Let's check for news, because I haven't checked for news yet. Oops. What? There are no scheduled events, like nothing? I think I have too many filters. You guys, does the economic calendar on my FX book look completely empty on your end as well? Because on my end, it's absolutely empty. It doesn't show any news events on any pair. What the heck? Like not even green folder news. There must be something wrong. Ah, ha. There you go. Okay. Medium news, like medium impact news in about 12 minutes at 10 a.m. And apart from that, nothing. And no, we did not have any news. Okay, now you're coming. This is a hard decision to take. And the reason it's a hard decision to take, it's because we have London sweep above 2 true opens. I would need to wait for confirmation on the 1 minute, which I already have, because I do have a bearish FEG here. In 3 minutes, it's just about to create one. For a short, problem is that we also swept London low with this hidden SSMT. But if I'm thinking that today's profile is XAMD and I wanted a manipulation to the upside, I'm going to consider that the manipulation already occurred. So I'm probably going to be engaging shorts soon. With my target being potentially yesterday's low and this 4-hour inversion fair value gap here. Another problem is that also like shorts look good, longs look also very good. So I will have to wait for a little bit more confirmation, you guys. I can't just... Confirmation probably that's going to come from one of the other pairs. I don't know. Because we also have Q2, Q3 right now. So I have two SSMTs at the highs. And I love the way this one with platinum looks like, because platinum also created a nice market structure shift here. But it would have to continue to push lower in order for me to... Like, I would like to see platinum close under that low right now. Back under there. And we also took out yesterday's low on platinum and did not take that out on gold. But I'm thinking that we're actually probably going to go there. An inversion of this 5-minute bullish FEG would be nice, but it might be too late for me. Okay, I'm willing to give it a shot, you guys. I'm willing to give it a shot. Okay, engaged shorts. And I'm going to target yesterday low. But we'll pay close attention to what price does once it reaches the 75% level of the fib of this range here, pre 9:30 or 9:30. Also, once it reaches inside this 4-hour inversion, because it's just going to have a little bit more points until it reaches yesterday low, 35 points more. So currently in shorts. Stop loss is just above the high. Okay, you guys can see my entry here. I'm just not going to leave this on the chart because it's just hiding all the analysis on the other two pairs. But I'm just showing it so that everyone can see that I'm trading what I'm saying I'm trading. Okay. USD had 5 news. You got your TP. Well done. I'm glad. I'm really happy for you. I think I need a bigger screen, you guys. I definitely need a bigger screen. Drop it, drop it. Guys, let's hit the like button. I might actually bring some giveaways on my channel. What would you guys think about that? Would you like that? Because oh boy, there are so many prop firms, like good prop firms, asking me to collaborate with them. I just never did it so far. I mean, not in the sense of giving away accounts and all of that. But if you guys would like that, if you would love that, if you would participate, I would definitely bring that on the channel. Okay, so you see we also have the closure under that market structure shift here on platinum, which I do like. I like that. Okay, also, what if like got an inversion of that 5-minute bullish FVG? I would like to see price not reclaiming it right now. It would be nice if it would not reclaim it. Who does not like giveaways? We all love them. We want giveaway. Okay. I'll see what I can do, and maybe we're gonna bring giveaways on the channel, because why not? If there are prop firms willing to give away challenge accounts for free, why not? I mean, it's not like they don't have money, isn't it? Drop it, drop it. Come on, gold, drop it. Why are you doing this? $10 a.m. 10 a.m. I don't like how it's rejecting true day open. I will be more confident once it starts to push under true day open. But right now I don't like how it's rejecting from there. No. I don't like it. I mean, obviously, who would? Yeah, so you guys see exactly what I did not want to happen. We got a reclaim of this 5-minute inversion. Still not late to drop, but it's probably going to reach higher before doing that. And the 10 a.m. candle, I hate it. It just reacted from true day open. I don't like it. It's probably going to hit my stop loss, but it is what it is. It's going to sell above your, yeah, I think it's going to sell above my stop loss, but I'm not moving my stop loss no matter what. I'm just not. But in case it's going to hit my stop loss, I will give it another try after it reaches into that 15-minute area, you guys. So I'm just not going to leave it like that. Still not hit my stop loss yet. I'm still in the trade, but I just feel like it's just, how should I say? It's elongated my agony. But I'm not going to close the trade yet. I mean, it's either SL or TB. That's for sure. We created a microcycle SSMT Q2 and Q3 bearish. Yeah, I know. I know. Was longing on the engulfing after 9:30. Well done. Okay, if it's going to reclaim the 9:45 3-minute SIBI, it's going to be really good. But if it's just going to use it as a support right now, it's probably going to go higher. Created relatively equal highs again between Q2 and Q3, whilst we have lower highs on both silver and platinum. It's not a bad thing. But it's indicating more weakness, incoming weakness for the other two pairs, not necessarily for gold. We'll see. Right now, it looks really bullish. But like I said, it's either going to be stop loss or TP for me. Yeah, see, exactly like I was saying, this type of SMT where you have like relatively equal highs on gold and lower high on silver or platinum usually indicates more incoming weakness, like a potential lower low to be created on the other pairs that are weaker, in this case, silver and platinum. Not necessarily for gold, but we will see. We're also entering micro Q4 right now, I think. Yeah, we've entered micro Q4 like about 2 minutes ago. So Q4, Q1, if those would bring a reversal on any pair, on any of the three pairs, it would have to occur after taking out an old low. So we see silver approaching yesterday's low. Platinum here doesn't really have, like, it, platinum already went through the low of yesterday. It felt as if it was rejecting, but right now it seems to be continuing to go lower. We'll see. I'm really curious to see what reaction we could get after silver reaches into yesterday's low. Like I said, I am still in the trade. I'll show you guys. Here it is. So I'm still in the trade, did not modify absolutely anything with the trade. So we'll see how it goes. I do really want, like, in order to still trust this short, I would definitely want gold to penetrate under true daily open, which is right here. It's right at it. I love the fact that we kind of like invalidated the 10 a.m. bearish FVG on the 1 minute. But I don't really, like, I'm not really a fan of what's going on the 5 minute. And 3 minute is pretty irrelevant. It's just an ugly chop right now. So I'll just keep watching it. I don't know. 3 minutes seems a good combination between M1 and M5. Like I said, really, really important to see what silver will do after it takes out yesterday's low. And it's not really mandatory for silver to take out yesterday's low. It did reach into a daily, no, H1, 1 hour bullish FVG. One hour bullish FVG here that we kept on staying in. Yeah, we'll see, you guys. One thing I could probably do is just reduce my risk at this point. I could do that. But I'm not going to. Should I? I don't like the fact that we don't have relevancy in regards to a bearish FEG on the 5 minute. I mean, all the battle, so to speak, is right now between 9:30 BSC on 5 minute and 9:45 SIBI on 5 minute. And everything is just happening on this 1 minute piece of price action over here. And still, true day open remains a potential obstacle that I'd like price to see move beyond. Pretty irrelevant at this point. Yeah. What will it take to flip bias right now? For me to flip my bias to bullish, I don't think I'm ready to flip bias yet. What will it take? Another SMT divergence, another sequential SMT divergence on the 5 minutes. So Q4 beginning after 10:30 a.m. and Q4 would take out Q3 low on one of the two pairs, silver or platinum, but not on gold. Gold would continue to respect this 5-minute bullish FEG, and it would still stay above the 50% level of this range, the 930 to 940 range on the 5 minutes, and also would still stay above true day open. But I would like to see one of the other two pairs take out the low of Q3 during Q4, and maybe even silver take out yesterday low during Q4, so that I can have a means of thinking that, okay, silver took out yesterday's low, so right now on Q4 it's probably going to reverse to the upside, and silver is just gonna do that, and then gold would just stay stuck inside this bullish FEG. That's what it would take to flip my bias long. However, I would still have to wait, like in order to execute on that, I would still have to wait for at least 3 quarters to align. So not really sure when that would happen. You know, probably during the PM session, I think we're gonna have like other 3 quarters aligned. Yeah, for now, I'm just like sort of like stuck in this range, I'd say. And you see 1 minute looks quite obvious right now with this BPR. And we have this bullish FEG here. Yeah. Oops, what happened? Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize that my screen disappeared, guys. Sorry. Wow, look at that. Very choppy price action. Do you think we can get another sweep of 941 and then sell off? I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, you guys. Such an ugly chop. Oh my God. Like, so if the 930 BC on the 5-minute will get invalidated again, it's probably most likely going to be a sure thing that we are going to continue to push lower, but we do need like a really obvious inversion of that. Bearish candle closing strongly under there, and then the next candle continuing to push lower. Not just like one candle pushing lower, closing under it, and then the next candle would flip bearish, would flip bullish, because that won't do it. So we need a clean and sustained inversion of that 5-minute 930 BC. And when I say sustained, I mean I see one bearish candle invalidating it, and then the next candle continuing to push bearish.
This is a reminder. Dinner and vitamins in 30 minutes.
The ugliest chop. Ugh. But it is what it is. Guys, let's hit that like button, please. We really need more likes to the stream. If you did not hit the like button, Bob's your uncle. And if you're gonna hit the like button, Bob won't be your uncle anymore. There you go. So be a good guy, be a good girl, and hit the like button so that Bob will not be your uncle. And you won't be a Karen. I don't care you're a woman or a man, girl or boy. Don't be a Karen. And don't let Bob be your uncle. Oh, Jesus. Dear gold. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. It would be really nice of you to drop it. We're probably stuck for now in this consolidation because there also needs to be a confirmation for the London high sweep. And because London high, it's a 6-hour quarter high, the confirmation would need to come from the 15-minute chart. And that would basically be like a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. And, you know, to form a bearish FVG after this whole consolidation here, it's going to take some time. I don't know, man. This is just ugly price action. What can I say? Really ugly price action. Dear gold, please drop. Thank you. Dear gold, please drop. Thank you. Thing is that we're right now Q4, Q1. Okay, Q4 is about to end micro Q4, and we're about to start micro Q1. You see how it's still respecting that stupid true day open. Just want to see it push through that level. Bro, just drop, would you? Please just drop. I'd like to see it really push through this level, because that would be a nice market structure shift. Change of character. Okay, not market structure shift, change of character. And also it would fuel the move beyond the true day open. Yeah. Come on. You can do better than this, you know. You can really do better than this. I still want to see the invalidation, the strong invalidation of that 5-minute 930 bullish FEG. Because right now you see we still have more than 2 minutes until the current 5-minute candle will close. And it just seems to be rejecting from there again, from after taking sell side under true day open. I don't know. Dear gold, I would love to see you drop further. You would do me a great honor to continue to drop further. You have no idea. And now gold would ask, and who the fuck are you in order for me to grant you this honor? Yeah. See, right now this could turn into a nice bullish order block. Unless gold will flip bearish. Q4, Q1. Ugly. Ugly, I would hate to see you confirm this. I don't want you to confirm this. There has to be a meaningful level of bearish, of sell side to be taken out in order for Q1 to be a reversal of Q4. I mean, Q4 should have taken a relevant piece of sell side, which it did not, because this is a low of Q4. Right now, I could say that Q1, micro Q1, okay, did take a somewhat relevant piece of sell side under this area here, but I would love to see it take out yesterday low, because it would make a lot more sense. Okay, we also got the invalidation of the 5-minute bullish FEG. 15-minute is not yet forming any bearish FEG because it just doesn't have time yet. But you could still see this setup pan out. I am going to be very careful and see if silver will take out yesterday low and whether it's going to create any form of reaction from there. So you see, right now it's really important to monitor the trade on 1 minute, maximum 3 minutes, because we're currently trading during micro Q1, and we know that it could be a reversal from micro Q4. We do know that high probability reversals could happen between Q4 and Q1. And we are currently inside the 90-minute Q4 during the London AM session. Technically, we have 2 quarters aligned, 90-minute Q4 and 1 minute Q1, like micro Q1. But I would always want to have at least 3 quarters aligned. 941. I really don't know what is your 941? What is your 9? I don't think it's 941 high. No. You know, you're a bad person. You're a bad person to say that price wants to take out 941 because that's where my stop loss is. Reduce risk. I probably should reduce risk by taking some little partial, I think. Okay, silver approaching yesterday low. You guys also entering that 1 hour bearish FEG again. Sorry, bullish FEG again. And we reached the 75% level. If it closes under 75, it could actually reach into the 100, into the 100% level. Come on, baby, drop, please, pretty please. I'm bringing my stop loss above the blue line, you guys. Okay. I brought my stop loss above the blue line, okay? Because at this point, this is a whole string of bearish candles on the 3-minute chart and also on the 5-minute chart, not really beginning from there, but on the 3-minute chart, definitely. And if price would break that, it would mean that it's creating a bullish order block, which I would hate if it would do that, but whatever. Okay, right now, silver is at the mean threshold. You guys, I'm so happy because this stupid trade gave me so many emotions, so you have no idea. I'm going to take some partial. Okay, I'm closing 60% of my trade. Took 60% off of my trade, okay? Stop loss is where it's right now. So it's reduced. So I had a half of a contract because I'm trading CFD contract, not futures. And I had a half of a contract, so I just closed 0.3. I had 0.5 opened, and right now I closed 0.3, and I have a remaining of 0.2 with stop loss at 75 points. Price closed with a bearish fair value gap on the 1-minute chart under the 75% level. Here it is. We should see price continue to push lower to the 100 level, to the 1 level. So in other words, we should see it break the low that it created at 9:30 and push lower. I do not want to see silver rejecting from yesterday low and from the mean threshold or consequent encroachment, whatever you want to call it, of that 1 hour bullish FVG, the blue shaded area we're currently in. I don't want to see it reject from there. And right now, also, if we're going to look at the 1 minute, oh, I'm so glad this happened. Like, really. Because it was sort of like clear that we have like clean path to move lower. It's just that I would have hated to see it not respect my analysis, because not because I don't like that, but because it would have just done that through a chop, you know. Okay, guys, W in the chat. Okay, W in the chat, because okay, we were like so freaking close to stop loss, and thank you, gold. Gold, you're Goldie. So anyone who took gold shorts with me, W in the chat. Woohoo! Guys, I'll be right back. I need like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? What did I miss? Did not miss anything. Yes, Ryan, I'm using yesterday low as I'm using yesterday low as the potential drawn liquidity. However, it's not mandatory that gold reaches yesterday low. Silver already did that. I'm saying it's not mandatory that gold does the same thing because we don't have yet a bearish FEG on the 15-minute on gold created that could actually sort of like activate yesterday's drawn liquidity for gold. Remember when I was saying on silver that I would like to see the 345 bullish FEG on the 15-minute invalidated, not invalidated, reclaimed. We had that during the 915 candle, but then the stupid 930 candle, look what it did. Anyway, then back with the 945, but I don't know. I wouldn't change anything with my entry, to be honest with you. I really wouldn't. Because I took my entry based on the 3 minutes chart. I had all the confirmations I wanted. I had buy side sweep above the above at least two true opens. I also had a sequential SMT on the 90-minute quarters, which gave me and if you guys don't see the sequential SMT, it was with platinum, this one over here. Between 90-minute Q2 and 90-minute Q3. Also took out London high. So definitely I had a lot of confirmations. And like I said, I can trade 90-minute quarters on the 3-minute chart. And I did trade once the bearish FEG had formed. I could have traded once this candle closed, but I did not, because actually like when 948 candle on the 3-minute close, that's when I had the FEG formed, the bearish FEG here. But I wanted to see an invalidation of the 5-minute 930 bullish fair value gap, which is this range right here. So that kind of like occurred when the 951 candle on the 3-minute had closed. That's why I entered after that candle was formed. Risk was pretty okay to manage, considering that I had a risk of 150 points. I do think that I entered with too much of a risk, however, did not calculate that properly. That's probably a thing that I would have that I would have changed, that I would change right now. So you see right now, like someone asked me earlier, what would be required in order for me to flip bias? And I said, sequential SMT between Q3, Q4. I would not want gold to take out the low of Q3, but I would like silver to take out the low of Q3, reach the low of the previous day. It's exactly what it's doing right now. The only thing is that the SMT is not yet confirmed from the part of silver, because silver being the one to take out liquidity, it would need to form a bullish FEG. So we would still have to wait for this current candle to close on silver. However, I would say that it's likely for that to occur, for the bias to flip. We'll just see. Anyway, I will consider this day to be a W day, okay? It's not a losing day. Definitely not a losing day. Even though it's gonna take me out, even though it's gonna reach stop loss of my remaining runner, I'm still not going to consider it a losing day. Because essentially, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? No, I'm not going to lose my stop loss to break even. And you guys know why I'm not going to lose my move my stop loss to break even. Because if I do that, like I would choke price into not necessarily touching the change of character here. Also, we have this 1030 bearish FEG on the 5 minutes that we could actually move into that and reverse and reject from there. Also, price just moved under true day open, which is right here at my entry level. So if price would then want to retouch true day open again and rebalance that 5 minute bearish FEG on the 10:30 a.m. candle, I would basically just allow price to take me out at break even, only to then move in my favor. But by not moving stop loss at break even right now, I'm allowing price, or I'm giving price room to breathe in case it wants to rebalance this bearish FEG, hit this bearish breaker, and who knows, reject again from true day open. Right now, treating it as a resistance. So that's why I don't want to put my stop loss at break even. And right now, it's just it makes sense to put stop loss to break even above this string of bearish candles. Woo! Yeah, baby! Above this string of bearish candles, because that would basically be a bearish, a bullish order block on the 3 minute forming. So that's what I would not want to see happening. Yes, gold. See, guys, what did I tell you? It closed under the 75% level of the range with a bearish FEG, 939. So it's likely to be moving towards the 100% level of the fib. Yay! Definitely a W. You know what? I'm going to take half more partial. No, 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 don't leave. Okay, took half more partial. Okay. Half more as in from what I had left. Oh my God. So now, really interesting what could be happening moving forward. Because if you guys are gonna check right now the micro quarters, we definitely have micro Q1, which is this piece of price action, to be a continuation to the downside of the previous micro Q4, which was bearish. Micro Q4, previous micro Q4 was bearish. So again, we could be seeing this current micro profile to be XAMD, which means that we could enter into some sort of a consolidation here. And if the profile, if the micro profile is AMDX, meaning that this was a manipulation to the downside, we have a lower low, we have relatively equal lows on platinum, and sort of like a higher low on silver, especially if we're going to consider the bodies of the candles. So this might have been some sort of a manipulation. I think right now I'm ready to put my stop loss to break even. Because I would not want this candle's body to be violated. Not even the high of that candle. Because then it would mean that we're creating a 5-minute bullish order block, and I would not want that. But the good thing is that silver is not showing any intention to reverse after hitting yesterday's low. So we did have it sort of like pushing and closing back above yesterday low range, but you see that right now it's just resuming the bearish pressure. I don't know how to call it. Anyway, I'm glad with today's price. No, I'm not glad with today's price action. but I'm glad with today's execution. I'm not glad with today's risk management because I should have opened a smaller position. Because I kind of like opened too much. I mean, I always say I don't want to risk more than $300, $400 on every trade, maybe 1%. But right now I had like $500 max. But this time I had $750 risk, which is a lot. So if there's something that I would have changed, it's definitely this. Moved 200 pips almost till now from entry. Nice one. Yeah, we're probably going to reach into that 4-hour inversion fair value gap and to yesterday's low. Okay, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and share this stream to your friends, your coworkers who are looking to trade. I don't know, anyone you think it might help with. It might help them with. Might help them with what? Yeah. Share it to anyone you think might find it helpful. Oh my God. Come on! Come on! Yesterday? Yay! Full TP! Thank you. Thank you. Ugh, amazing. I love it. I simply love it. What can I say? Thank you, dear gold. It feels really good, really, to see your analysis play out like that. Really good. I'm just going to remove all the things that I have in here. So that you guys can make yourself like some sort of an idea why this trade eventually worked. So let me just recap once again, and I'm just gonna put the trade the way I initially had it. Came so freaking close to my stop loss, but it did not take me out. Thank you. I also want to express a big round of thank you and gratitude to whatever liquidity provider sits behind funding pips, prop firm, because when price reached here, the spread did not open up at all. So my stop loss was not taken out because it has happened to me many times whilst trading CFD contract, not futures, because there's no spread on futures. But it has happened to me many times that whilst trading a gold CFD contract, I would see the spread increasing and just taking me out with the spread, but price never visited that level. So did not happen with funding pips. I'm happy their liquidity provider is, so far it's been good. Let's just not spoil this. So once again, you guys, we had bearish sequential SMT divergence with London high. So we took buy side liquidity after hitting London high. Then we also had the sequential SMT divergence on the 90-minute quarters Q2, Q3 And the SMT divergence was with, you know, it doesn't really matter, gold, silver, whatever. It was with platinum. Okay, so Q2, Q3, 90-minute bearish sequential SMT between gold and platinum. And then we, like I said, I do want to be able to trade on the 3 minutes chart as a entry time frame whenever I'm trading 90-minute quarter SSMTs, which is exactly what happened. If I had waited for the London high, like the 6-hour quarter high between London high and New York AM session high to be confirmed, I would have not taken any trade, because this is when I would have had the confirmation, because this is when this bearish, the first bearish FEG formed on the 15-minute chart, which is the proper time frame to trade confirmations for sequential SMTs on the 6-hour quarters. So for 90-minute quarters, I can trade, or I allow myself to trade 3-minute charts. And you can see that we had a 3-minute bearish fair value gap formed in here. Like I said, I did not want to enter as soon as the fair value gap formed, which was once this candle, the bullish candle closed. Did not want that because I was still threatened by this 5-minute bullish FVG here, the 930 bullish FVG on the 5-minute chart. So this is the candle on the 3 minutes that actually invalidated that 5-minute BISI. So that's why I entered during that candle, during the 951, or once the 951 candle almost closed on the 3-minute chart. Stop loss was above the high that took buy side after London high, and right now, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, guys, it's a wrap. I'll call it a day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Yes, indeed, and also the micro Q2 and Q3 also played a big role, but not a confirmation role. It sort of like gave me a little bit of context that maybe I should not close my trade or take some minor loss when price retraced to this bullish fair value gap here. That's the only thing that this micro SMT did here between Q2 and Q3, because this is the one that the guy in the comments is talking about. But yes, that was some sort of like a minor confirmation that I should not get out of the trade once price would reject again from that 5-minute bullish FVG. But yeah, it's good. Right now, we're probably going to see price go higher to that 15-minute area of bearish fair value gap here, the 9:30 p.m. Or maybe just, you know, rebalancing the 10:30 bearish FEG on the 15-minute chart. To be honest with you, I don't even care, because I got what I came for, and that's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Gonna do the same thing again tomorrow, 8:30-ish New York time, 8:30 a.m. New York time. See you guys tomorrow, and be on the lookout for when I post the live stream link on my Instagram account, on my Instagram stories. Also, if you guys did not like this stream, it's not late to do that yet. And thank you for subscribing. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.